Pragya. Come, Pragya, come, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Yeah. Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में ख्वाब है पंख तेरे उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल What in India जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball initiative and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL Finals. So spot, snap and share.
To go. Can they deliver?
This is getting close. They've brought it home in 10 minutes. Remember the name. Big Basket. 10 minute का नया नाम.
199 for 13, 199 for 13, 199 for 13.
Hey, are cricket matches included?
Yeah. One ticket for all things cricket. Catch every match on Tata Play Binge with 13 OTT apps like Jio Hotstar, Fan Code, Sony Live and more for just 199 per month.
Really?
Truly.
Tata Play Binge. Subscribe now.
मैं बोला 75 पर होंगे आउट, पर फैमिली की सिक्योरिटी आई डाउट। वो बोला टर्म प्लान है, फैमिली सिक्योर सालों तक, नो शक।
अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा AIA से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
For English elocution, next is Pragya. Come, Pragya, come, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Yeah. Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में ख्वाब है पंख तेरे उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल What in India जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball initiative and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL Finals. So spot, snap and share.
To go.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to all those of you joining us online as we go live with this third cluster final for the day and cluster number 9. So we've really covered a lot of terrain over the last couple of weeks. And we, of course, have 3 left, which will be from the western region after Uttar Pradesh. But for now, after those semi-finals, we have our 6 finalists at the Uttar Pradesh final as we welcome you to yet another final of Tata Crucible for Corporates 2025. Let me begin by welcoming our 6 finalists on stage, starting with our first finalist, who will walk up on stage representing Barclays. Rohan Khanna will walk up as table number 1. Neighboring him as our second finalist here today, and we have 2 of them from Himachal Pradesh, which is fantastic to see the geography of this quiz growing, representing the Indian Council of Agri Research. On stage from ICAR, Harnul Kaur. Put your hands together to welcome her on stage. And as a third finalist representing Blue Star in our final here today, Mayank walking up on stage. On my near left, from the R&D team, or the R&D entity actually, of Samsung, qualifying into our final, Shanu Mishra will walk up as our 4th finalist. 21 seasons of Crucible, and I think they've definitely been part of all 21 seasons. And one of the silent but consistent participants, and more seen in the north than in the other regions sometimes, are the PSUs of our country who've done extraordinarily well at Tata Crucible. One of those entities in the final today, again, a consistent PSU at Tata Crucible, NTPC, represented by Amit. Put your hands together as he walks up into the final. And completing our final today is a crop of academicians walking into these finals. We had XIM Bhubaneswar yesterday. Today we have Aligarh Muslim University. Representing them is Anas in our final. Those then are our 6 finalists here today. From here on, of course, we're trying to identify yet another semi-finalist. And this would be semi-finalist number 9 for us at Tata Crucible. It's certainly been a fabulous journey this year with the way we've tried to structure the quiz, the way we've tried to structure the research. We've also very consciously tried to create a sort of a defined distinction between Campus Crucible and the corporate edition. And that was definitely very required. So the Campus edition has moved more towards a gamified way of looking at content, while the corporate edition has been more towards deep research and deep learning. And as we move into the finals, it does get a little deeper in that sense. 3 segments. The segments are the same. It's the questions that change. So let's take a look at our 3 segments, which is Curious Journeys, Trend Spotter, and Moments That Matter. The value is 20 if you get it right or you get it wrong. The plus or the minus is what you will decide. 2 attempts allowed on every question, and the 2 attempts are for 2 different individuals. If you stop me while I read the question, I will continue reading the question if someone gets it wrong for the benefit of the remaining 5. If all of us are ready, can we have a round of applause for all our finalists from Uttar Pradesh?
Can we check the buzzer, Giri?
Yeah, very much, yes. We've got 5 challengers, 1 prolific Tata Crucible quizzer. But that's always the scene in clusters like the Uttar Pradesh. And we'll start with testing the buzzers. Rohan, if you could start. Harnu, Mayank, Shanu, Amit, and Anas. All right, all buzzers working, and time for us to move into the first frontier of our final here today. 3 segments in all, time for a few curious journeys. Here we go. We give you the journey paths like we have in all the other clusters, and this is our journey path for you. We, of course, have Tata World, which is a consistent one. Women leaders appearing here as well. Media, leaders in general. Terminology, trivia, historian, famous quotes. That's a new one for today. And authors is also a new one for today. So we mix it up across the different clusters. And of course, if you are all ready, time for me to open them one after the other. Plus 20, minus 20. One champion will move into the semi-final. We'll start with the world of Tatas on your screen now. This is famous actor Jim Saran. Rohan's gone for it.
I'll say he's playing Bobby Kuka, the guy who drew the Air India Maharaja mascot.
He's playing Bobby Kuka, the Air India Maharaja. Minus 20. Anybody on a second attempt? Anybody on a second attempt? Who is he playing in a famous series that Indian television will soon watch? Extraordinary leader from the Tata world. Someone's giving it a shot on table number 5. Amit.
I guess J.R.D. Tata.
Well, he's smiling, knowing he's got that wrong, probably. Minus 20, not J.R.D. Tata. Got a lot of hands. Yes, that's a hand we've not seen before. Yes? Not Ratan Tata. Lady at the back. No, not Homi Baba. I'll come to you guys. You'll have won the quizzes. Yes? Xerxes Desai of Titan. Absolutely right. This is going to be a series where he will play the role of Xerxes Desai. It's a story of the building of Titan. I'm not sure on which OTT it's going to be, but... all right, everyone's following that. Okay, MX player. Fair enough. That means they must be waiting for it. All right. On to our second question. Rohan on minus 20 and Amit on minus 20. As we go to the second one, on your screen now, women leaders. All these will lead you to a woman leader of Indian origin in the world of economics and finance globally. She was selected by the Carnegie Corporation as a great immigrant and a great American. She is co-director of the International Finance and Macroeconomics Program at the National Bureau of Economic Research. On your screen is the headquarters of IMF. Amit is going for it. Just more the mic towards you, Amit.
So Geeta Gopinath.
Geeta Gopinath will help him negate his negative. Plus 20. Well played on Geeta Gopinath. As we go to the next one, and it's going to be from the world of media. On your screen, question number 3. Here we go. All of these will lead you to a very important media entity. In 1933, a financier named Eugene Meyer, spelt M-E-Y-E-R, purchased this entity out of bankruptcy, revived its health and its reputation. And this work was continued by his successors, Catherine and Phil.
I'll say Washington Post.
Plus 20, so negating the negatives, everyone's back to where the quiz began, as we've already consumed a few questions. Nonetheless, we'll go to leaders on the next one. Here we go. It's a corporate executive who was on the list of, these are some of the worst CEOs of all time. It created a lot of rumble, published by several business publications, nicknamed as Chainsaw AJ, Rambo in pinstripes. Who was this AJ? A leader who the world painted very differently. Corporate executive. Some of the worst CEOs of all time is what the media called him. Life can be tough on you sometimes. Anybody in the audience? All right, tough one for everyone. This is Albert J. Dunlop. Tough reference. As we go to the next one, I think it's trivia. No, it's not. Terminology on your screen now. The first identity is that of varsity spirit. They've been described as having a monopoly position in X in the United States because of its extensive vertical integration of apparel businesses, training camps, affiliated gyms, etc. The second logo is that of a worldwide sports governing body of X. X is also prominently seen now in an Indian sporting event. What is this X, which also has a union of itself now for the people who work to promote X? They do something at sporting events. Who are these people who have now required a union to sort of protect their rights? It's a worldwide governing body for this today. A very popular Indian sporting spectacle features them. Nobody. All right. Rohan's giving it a shot.
I'll say cheerleading.
Cheerleading or cheerleaders, plus 20. Plus 20 on that one, and we'll take him into the lead. Amit was waiting to go for the buzzer. I don't know if he was thinking of the same thing. Trivia coming up on your screen now. This is the creation of a web content management system, which essentially is used by about 25% of the top 1 million websites as of December 2024. It's one of the easiest ways in the world to create your own website and has been one of the most popular, especially for those who have a lot of content to be built into it. Founded by American developer Matt Mullenweg, English developer Mike Little, they were all actually built on code names. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the buzz.
WordPress.
Plus 20 again. Sorry, I didn't hear the buzz. And he'll get another 20. He moves to 40. As we move to the next one. And what do we have waiting? We've got historian waiting on the next one. Let's see what comes up on historian. Here we go. Question coming up on your screen. It's a business historian, Pulitzer Prize winner.
This is Alfred Chandler.
Alfred Chandler plus 20. He's beginning to accelerate. He's beginning to accelerate. That was a good one. And a plus 20 again, taking him to 60. As we move on to the next one, to a famous quote. Careful, read it carefully. Here we go on the next one now. It's a famous quote by Alexander Fleming, who said, "If penicillin can cure those that are ill, dash dash can bring the dead back to life."
So antibiotics.
Minus 20. It's a quote, so it would be something cheeky in that sense. Anyone on a second attempt?
Can you repeat that?
Alexander Fleming famously said, "If penicillin can cure those that are ill, dash dash can bring the dead back to life." If you know it, you know it. It's those kind of questions. Anybody in the audience? Yes? No, not anesthetics. Two-word answer, no. All right, tough one. He always had a thing with this, and he's quoted it multiple times during his lifetime. Spanish sherries. Was that what you're looking at? All right. Spanish sherry is the answer that I was looking for. As we go to the final one, I'm just trying to gain a couple of moments. Author on your screen. Careful before you answer. Final one in this round. Here we go. Former options trader, risk analyst, whose thesis is that skin in the game.
Nicholas Nassim Taleb.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. A former options trader, a risk analyst. Phenomenal answer. Nicholas Taleb will get him to 80. Well, we've got We've got one individual leading the fray here, but we will take a look at the binge board. Truly binging at this moment. I think with 80 is Rohan Khanna from Barclays, as we're going to move into the second half of this game. And we get there with trend spotters. Someone's got to really play out of the skin to try and stop him. And we move into the next frontier. Let's see if the trends can stop him. Here we go. On to trend spotters. We'll start with the first of our trends here today. And the question's going to appear on your screen now. It's an advertising agency that claims we are the disruption company. Founded in 1970 in Paris by William Tragos, Claude Bonanang, Uli Weisendanger, and Pauli Aroldi. This is a famous agency across the world, represented by 4 simple letters. He's giving it a shot, is Amit.
Guess BBDO.
BBDO is 4 letters, but the wrong 4. Minus 20 again. It's right there. All right. No one going for it. Palak. Mike.
TBWA. The names are...
The names of the 4 people. Tragos for T, Bonanang for B, Weisendanger for W, and Aroldi for A is TBWA. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer. Did I neutralize? I did. On your screen now. The owner of CNET, Vivek Shah, is its CEO. Identify the other name.
Can you repeat that?
Vivek Shah is the CEO. It owns the American website CNET. Who's the other individual that emerges from this? A couple of these are tough ones. Sometimes we don't know at what level to peg a particular cluster. UP can have those problems sometimes. Anybody? Yes. Lovely. Put your hands together for him. Ziff Davis is absolutely right. It's funny, a lot of you must be feeling, yaar mere cluster mein ye question hota. You know, you end up answering in the other clusters where you're not on stage, and that's a typical quizzer's problem. As we go to the next one, on your screen now. This is a famous model named after Bill, who invented it. Many people attribute it to a company.
Scatter diagram.
No, I was going to a specific minus 20. In a hurry was Mayank. The curve correlates to reduced unemployment with increased wages in an economy. People believe it's named after a company, though it's actually named after a person, Bill Dash. She's giving it a shot as Harnul. Go ahead.
Phillips.
Is correct. The Phillips curve will give her a 20 as we move to the next one. Hands on the buzzer. Question coming up on your screen. Trend number 4 now. The gentleman and the book entity will lead you to something that was created in 1965. They hired consultants to work on their behalf. The system was devised by a person named Gordon Foster.
This is like the international standard book number, the ISBN codes that exist at the back of the book.
Every ISBN number, 100 to Rohan Khanna. Well, he'll move to 100 here, and we've got a fair number of questions still to go. So we're going to move on to trend number 5 and see from here how it plays out as we go to the next one on your screen now. This is a company or an entity which was a subject of this documentary. It's a documentary that was directed by Ted Braun that follows a billionaire hedge fund manager, Bill Ackman.
I'll say this is about Herbalife.
And the story of how Bill Ackman short invested in this. Plus 20. Plus 20, that's a good answer. He'll get himself a 20 as we go to trend number 6. On to the next one. On your screen now. This is a yacht named Alto with a double A. This Indian also owns another yacht called Alia, Alaiya. Who is this Indian who's now investing in a lot of yachts? Alto, Aalto, Alia, Alaiya. None trying, tough one. Yes? Not Gautam Singhania. Lakshmi Mittal, I think the mic was not working. Lakshmi Mittal is absolutely right. Put your hands together for him. He'll get that bang on. And we go to trend number 7 onto your screen now. The name of this series?
Bad Boy Billionaires.
Bad Boy Billionaires. Got them actually into a legal tangle because they said you can't call us that, but the ruling of course went in favor of the OTT platform. Plus 20, taking Rohan to 140. He's really playing hard here today. A 140 to 20 lead. I think the second prize is going to become a heavily contested battle. As we go to the next one, trend number 8 on your screen now. The Major League Cricket is essentially sponsored and in many ways created by a technology company with a lot of presence in India, but it's not actually an Indian technology company if you look at it technically. The roots of this technology company go back in time to a company called Dun & Bradstreet. Over history, they evolved and have significant presence in India. NTPC on my left.
Is it CTS?
Just move the mic a little lower, Amit. Yeah?
Is it Cognizant?
Cognizant was formerly Dun & Bradstreet. Plus 20. Plus 20 to him. He's making a comeback from the negatives that he's sadly accumulated, but he's got good answers when he gets it right. The minus 20 does not do justice to him at all. So Amit will have to really claw his way back for the moment with one question to go, and then we'll take a look at the scorecard with our Tata Play binge board. The final one in this segment. Here it is on your screen now. What are earned by innovators? They occur during a period of time between the introduction of an innovation and the successful diffusion of that same innovation. Normally, it is expected that great innovations, in the time that it occurs, will earn these people what is called a dash rent. It's named after an economist who saw profits made by businesses as a result from development of new processes which basically disturb economic equilibrium, which temporarily raise their revenues above their resource costs. A lot of venture capital logic also works on this, but this is more to do with innovations and invention patents, etc. Because some of them may not see the day of light. It's a fabulous question. It's called the dash rent. Nobody. These are national final questions, which we said, okay, we'll try them here. None going. Two champions putting their hand up. Both have won the previous two clusters. All right, the mic reaches Palak first.
Is Schumpeter rent? Schumpeter. He's Joseph Schumpeter.
Put your hands together for it. Oh, that's a cracker of an answer by the Delhi champion. He gets that right. And we'll take a look with the final round remaining. Where do we stand with the Delhi final of Tata Crucible? Here we go. The leaderboard tells this story. On 140, Rohan Khanna is really riding the way into yet another semi-final berth. Harnoor will be looking at that scoreboard and saying, if I get 20 more, I'll probably finish runner-up here today. She's certainly not going to be looking at chasing that 140 down unless Rohan contributes a lot of negatives, and that's unlikely to happen. But a second spot can be a tight one here today. Samsung, AMU, all chasing her, and Amit is making a comeback from where he is, so he's not far away. He just needs one answer and then one more. Final moments will determine who finishes runner-up. I don't think there's any doubt about Rohan going into another semi-final. For the moment, it's moments that matter. Here it is. Starting with the first one, you got to give me the overall answer. 20 the value. Here we go. On your screen now. All of these, from Muhammad Ali to Elvis Presley, you could add a Marilyn Monroe to that list, would lead you to a company by Jamie Salter. They own the likeness rights or estates of several celebrities. Rohan's going for it.
Authentic brands.
Plus 20 again. He's in sublime form. He gets to 160 as we go to the next one on your screen now. All of this will lead you to a great man who became the president and owner of Hayat Roller Bearing, a company that made ball bearings. In 1899, when his father and another investor bought out the company from a previous owner, the ownership moved to them. He established a foundation named after him. A prize named after him is given to films dealing with science and technology every year at the Sundance Film Festival. A school of management.
Alfred Sloan.
And the Sloan School of Management. 20 again. 180 to Rohan. He's 20 away from the record created by Chennai, which was 200, which was broken eventually by Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Naveen breaking that, I think, with 240? 240, is it? All right. So those have been the two record scores. Rohan's heading in that direction. As we go to the next one on your screen now. BAT was a tobacco company. On your screen is a...
I'll say ITC. That's the Sangeet research academy, which was supported or incubated by ITC. BAT had invested in ITC. Can't remember the name of this person, but she may have been on the board. Overall, I'll say is ITC.
That is Meera Shankar, who was India's ambassador to the United States on the board of ITC. Put your hands together for him. He gets a 200 here today. 200 or 180? 200. All right. And Harnool is very happy as long as Rohan Khanna is scoring. She's smiling and saying, let me hold on to that 20. 3 questions remaining as we go to the next one. This could be a faster hit in my opinion. Let's see what happens on your screen now. The person on your screen,
he's the richest Pakistani, and he is having the company of fenders or bumpers, Shada. I am forgetting Jacksonville. I think his company is based in.
what's your answer, Amit?
He's the richest Pakistan. He's the richest Pakistani appearing in Forbes list. And he's owning this company, which is making in the business of bumpers, I think, Jacksonville-based company.
Minus 20. Someone's gone for it. It's Rohan on my right.
That's Shahid Khan. He owns Fulham Football Club.
That's Shahid Khan, and he's the owner of the Fulham Football Club. Plus 20. Plus 20 on the other side. 220 to him. 2 questions to go. If he gets both right, he's going to create a national record score. Well, it's not easy quizzing against people like this sometimes, but I'll come to his legacy in a while. But for the moment, 2 questions remaining. So let's see what happens on the next one now. Her name has been used for a wide variety of headgear for females from the Middle Ages to the present world. Now, essentially, her headgear is very popular for the term the white bonnet auction. What is this as an auction? Who's a white bonnet? It can happen at many auctions. Who's a white bonnet in an auction? What's the role that, or who is called a white bonnet? And it's her fancy headgears which contributed to that term. Tough penultimate question. He's not giving it a go as Rohan. No one else is giving it a go. Anybody in the audience. He's giving it a go. Who's a white bonnet sitting in an auction?
So it's just a guess, but maybe it's someone who ensures a bare minimum price is achieved for selling a particular product. So this is someone planted to just ensure that you don't undersell items, and a certain minimum value is kind of achieved, just to kind of bump up or creep up the value of items sold at the auction.
So the person's actually not a genuine person. You plant a person either to bump up or you put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. Sometimes, especially at art auctions, you have people who are just put in there to ensure that the price reaches a certain level, or you play it out so beautifully where, a white bonnet kind of bumps up the actual price or inflates the price. And that's the role actually an auctioneer plays, because the role of an auctioneer is to ensure that no one's playing a white bonnet. And you get to see it, whether it's sports auctions or anything. Sometimes you tend to get a feeling that they do not want to close out on a player, but they're just bidding for that player. Sometimes you end up with a player that you do not want, because the other stops before you think they'll stop. Final question. He's on a national record at 240. Will he get to 260? Or is someone going to try and challenge Harnul on the last one? Final question on your screen, the UP final. Now appearing on your screen, the final one. Here we go. These two phenomenal people wanted to create an institute for advanced studies in India. He's gone for it.
NIAS, National Institute of Advanced Studies.
J.R.D. Tata and Raja Ramanna, two people came together and said, India deserves an institute for advanced studies. They picked the same location where many years ago they created something for fundamental science growth in India, which was Indian Institute of Science. That was J.N. Tata. J.R.D. Tata said, we'll do it in Bangalore and we will create NIAS, as it is called. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed a national record score at this year's Tata Crucible. And to be fair to him, though he probably kicked himself on the first answer that he gave on Xerxes Desai of Titan, he's reached a national record score after starting on a -20. So when you start from a minus and then get to that kind of a score, that explains the kind of commitment and passion that you have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my team actually does a cross-check before they brief me on this sometimes. This would be Rohan's 19th Tata Crucible title at Delhi. Put your hands together. 19-time champion from 21 Tata Crucibles. Roger Federer called me once and asked me, who's Rohan Khanna? Well, anyway, that's going to happen someday. 19 titles, and the others are going to watch him for a different reason very closely. He's the current national defending champion. 20 years of Crucible, he was the champion in that momentous year a year ago. He would want to defend that, and with 260, he sent out enough warning signals to the others. I can see both Raj and Palak taking their own notes here as two champions who will face him in the semi-finals. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the rise of the ladies in this year's Tata Crucible. 30,000 plus taking part. Some of them rising to be into the finals, some of them rising to be in the top two. It's not easy because they are coming in and battling in quizzes where people have played around for 18, 19 years. But a wonderful effort here as we take a look at that final scorecard on our screens. And can we have a round of applause for Harnoor Kaur from backgrounds that we normally have never got to witness at a Tata Crucible. 10 years ago or 12 years ago, we were actually delighted when the Indian Army started taking part. Wing Commander will probably comment on that. People like him started coming in. The armed forces started taking part. We were delighted. Then we had medical doctors taking part. Otherwise, we used to normally have corporates. And then we started having governments taking part. Now the government of Assam takes part regularly. We've had a leading IAS officer from Uttar Pradesh winning a Tata Crucible. So we've had fabulous legacies. But for the first time, we've seen someone from the agricultural sciences and agricultural research finishing as our runner-up. So can we have another round of applause for Harnoor? Well done. More importantly, she puts Himachal Pradesh on the Tata Crucible map this year. So these are new locations that are getting in and winning the corporate editions in their respective clusters. So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we're going to have the prizes for our 3 cluster champions. And then we've got a special set of prizes to give away. We ran a competition online which was called the Knowledge Culture Quest. And this was online. We had some fun questions. And we've got 2 winners who will also receive prizes here today, who we will pick. The prize for that is 2 IPL tickets for the 16th April match at Delhi. I think you play Rajasthan. Yeah, I think you play Rajasthan Royals on that day. While it's 16 minutes since my team started playing today, I don't know what we are doing against Rajasthan Royals. But anyway, we'll get to what RCB is doing. But, I mean, coming from Bangalore, one thing you must appreciate is 17 years we have believed that we will win in the 18th year, and in the 18th year we will believe we will undo what we didn't do in 17 years. That is RCB. I mean, anyway. But for the moment, it's indeed my pleasure and privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to present before you a very senior person from the Tata fraternity, someone who's handled, or probably the way I should put it is, our chief guest here is someone who the company selects when the job gets tough. And he gets picked to handle these kind of tough tasks through his career. Some years ago, the Tatas picked on what many called as one of India's most ambitious projects, which was to try and streamline India's passport system. Today, it's so quick, so fast, so beautifully managed because of the Passport Seva program. And he was the one who headed that when he was with TCS and put that structure in place. He is today been dubbed by the media as the man who's trying to solve the Everest of all turnarounds as India is looking to it, which is the transition of Air India. Ladies and gentlemen, a very senior leader from the Tata fraternity. He's the Chief of Customer Experience, and he will be happy with the JRD last answer because he would passionately want that carrier to fly in the manner that it flew years ago. As the Chief of Customer Experience at Air India, ladies and gentlemen, a CXO level person from the Tata fraternity, it's our pleasure and privilege to welcome on stage our chief guest, Mr. Rajesh Dogra. Please join us on stage, sir. This is better? Or you want to? All right. We'd like a few words from you, sir, before I.
Should be fine. Let me see. Am I audible? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, the quiz master, the big brain, as you know you for many, many years. So I've been coming and witnessing this quiz today. It's such a pleasure to be here amongst all of you. And congratulations, Rohan, and all the others who participated you have set a national record. What a great time to be here today, along with all of you. Very happy to see the Tata Crucible growing over the last so many years. I have been participating, seeing some of them. Of course, last 3 years, I am participating in a different quiz in Air India. So there are a lot of quiz masters like you, Giri, as our customers who keep asking a lot of questions to us, and we are trying to solve with as much passion as your participants today have done. And look, good to see the participation going up, and also the women, the numbers growing year after year. That also shows that we are really working hard on the diversity. And your questions have been becoming tougher, Giri, that's what I find. So it's a real good effort by the teams which are participating. My best of luck, best wishes for the next round, which is going to be the national round or semi-finals? Okay. So I'm sure, one of you will win this. The Tata Group's commitment to, build the knowledge and participate in academia and also with the corporates to bring the culture or to develop and nurture the culture of quest of knowledge is so well known. And the last question, actually, when I was saying it, I was thinking how much Tata Group contributes into this area. And such kind of quizzes which are hard to see, but it's so nice to see Tata Crucible growing and keeping that momentum, and also the culture of real quizzing that, was probably started in the mid-80s and is not so popular, but it's great to see that we are able to continue to nurture that culture and have, participants coming and answering the live questions. This is something I really feel very happy about. The whole group is certainly committed to do everything which is possible to build this whole spirit of knowledge building and curiosity And also the students which participate in the quizzes, I see some of them have participated. They feel so happy, energetic, and also sends that message throughout the schooling and the school levels that there are opportunities for them to come and participate, and not only for winning prizes but also to learn what exactly this, in the age of Gen I and AI, where most of us, and especially the younger generation which is looking at the Googles and the other platforms to get their answers, it's so good that we are building this culture that your own human intelligence is the most important, everything else is secondary. So I think many, many congratulations for a great quiz today, and again to the winners here, and I'm sure that you will do better and you will win the next round and will make Delhi proud. I am from Delhi, so I would always pitch for Delhi, like you're pitching in IPL for Bangalore. Yeah. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you so much. Can I request Rashmi to please join me on stage? Can we have a round of applause for her for doing all the semi-finals? Tough day for her. She had 6 shows to manage. Sir, can request you to step up so we can give the prizes here. I'll start with the prizes for this round, so that would be easy for us to handle from a camera point of view. Finishing runner-up here today, ladies and gentlemen, in the UP final, Harnul Kaur. Please put your hands together to welcome her. Well done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not too sure it's really going to matter to him whether he won with 260 or 240. I think it's the national semi-final and the final that's going to matter to someone like him. But you got to get to that every year. And that is not easy sometimes. In fact, it is humorous for Rashmi and me when some of these people who won it 16 times, 10 times and so on walk up to us and say, we're scared of the wildcard rounds. It feels funny when you hear that, but that's how the preparation is. You could be who you are, but the next day when the toss happens, you got to score from the first ball. And it's a repeat that you got to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, for a sure consistency over the last 21 years, can we hear it for Rohan Khanna? Ram Barclays, champion yet again. All right, let me now go to our second cluster which we finished, which was Delhi. And finishing runner-up here today in that nail-biting final, which went down to a tiebreaker. Please put your hands together from Kimberly Clark by Baswata Jena. A fabulous performance by him. I think he deserves a better applause for the manner in which he played. Well done. And winning that round from a campus national champion to now getting into the corporate national rounds. It can be a long journey, and he'll remember the answer whistleblower for a very long time. On that tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen, from Forrester Research, Palak Kumar. As we move to the Punjab cluster, so we've had 3 clusters today. Long day of quizzing, finishing runner-up. A very, very good quizzer, but couldn't really push his way to the first position. But a very worthwhile runner-up and a good quizzer from this region representing Ernst & Young, Ayush Awasthi. Put your hands together for him. finally, ladies and gentlemen, another former national champion of Tata Crucible, perhaps waiting to take on Rohan in what is building up to be an amazing final. Rajarshi from Genpact as our champion from Punjab. Well done. All the best. And Rashmi, can I request you to do the honors for our chief guest here today? I know you're part of family, but a small little token from the Taj. Thank you so much for taking the time off, especially I know in your industry there is no Sunday, but nonetheless, thank you so much for your time, sir, and all of India wishes you well in your tough role. I think one very senior executive of India, I wouldn't want to mention him publicly, he actually made a profound remark, and both of us were flying Air India and we were sitting next to each other, and he told me, when Air India does well, India does well. You know, it is such a beautiful comment to make from an international standpoint. So we really wish you well.
Thank you, Giri. So no doubt about it. In fact, Air India, which was being set up by Tata Group, it has come back to the family. And in this forum, I really want to wish that all of you must travel Air India whenever possible and keep giving us feedback. Air India will do well. We are on a huge transformation journey, and it's a 5-year journey. We have been in the midway now. Day 3 of the test match, it's a 5-day match, not a 2020, unfortunately, because it takes time in the aviation. But you're right, it's an emotion, it's a national airline, and it is not only the Tata Group, but the whole world. 1.4 billion Indians and the 50 million Indian diaspora all over the world are watching us and loving us and giving us all their support. So I'm sure we'll be there very soon. Thank you so much. Pleasure to be with you today. We'll have a picture with you.
Yep, sure.
Best quiz master I've ever come
Oh.
across. A big round of applause for him.
Thank you so much. Truly humble. Thank you, sir. Pleasure having you. Thanks a lot. Can I request someone to accompany him first, and then the rest of us can follow? Oh, you want to do? Oh, he'll pick the... I can do that? Okay. Two. Okay. Did I pick 2? All right, the first winner is Miss Rashmi Furtado. Second winner is me. All right. Yeah. Rajput, MR Rajput _2212. All right. Come here. And at Ankur _247. All right, do I give this to them? Does it come back to you all? You'll send them an email and they'll get their tickets. All right. If life is all about feelings, then this is an IPL ticket, okay? You can feel the ticket. You're Rajput. All right. I've given away a lot of things at quiz shows. In the Middle East, I've given away gold coins. I've given away pearl necklaces. First time in my life, I'm giving out IPL tickets. Well, I've of course handed over Tata keys to cars. Yeah. So, all the best to you. And, well, you guys like the 2 teams that are playing. Which of the 2 teams? It's Delhi, RR. Am I correct? It's an RR match? Yeah? Who do you support? Delhi. Both Delhi supporters, all right. From Delhi, they'll support Delhi on that day. Well, honestly, as someone I look like a wrestler, but I played serious cricket at a point in time. My heart, if my son listens to me, he'll kick me, that's different. But I somehow feel it's Delhi's year. I don't know why they seem to be so good as a team. I will leave yesterday apart. Those flash in the pans will happen, but I think Delhi looks solid. So all the best to you guys. Enjoy your match. All right. So, I'll just close for television. Sorry? Yeah. I'll never miss food at Delhi, don't worry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that remarkable day, for all those of you watching this online, thank you so much for tuning in. From all those semi-finals to the finals, we've now identified 9 national semi-finalists. 3 more to go, and the 3 will come from the western terrain of India. We take a week's break for Good Friday and Easter, and then we come back after that holiday weekend to complete it, and then the big national semi-final and final. But you go no away, please join us a fortnight from now as we move to the western terrain. But for now, congratulations to all the 9 champions and to all of you for joining us. From my young colleague Rashmi Furtado, from me, Big Brain, from all of us at Team Tata Crucible, thank you for tuning in. Good evening and goodbye. And for all of you who are here, there's high tea served outside. Please have your high tea before you leave. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience. I know 3 clusters can be long, but I think you were really remarkable and truly appreciative of everything that was done. Thank you so much. I also want to appreciate the team at Taj, the way they've offered their hospitality city after city. Can we have a round of applause for the entire Taj team? Thank you, Taj. The Crucible is never complete without you. And to the team which set up this entire event. I mean, we live a technical life every day. It's not a very easy hall to set it up, given the shape of the halls and the dimension of the hall, etc. So thank you so much to the team. Wonderful job by all of you. They must have had a sleepless night. In fact, I checked whether there was an event. They got the hall very late, but put it up very quickly. Truly appreciate all the effort. Thank you, guys. And to all of you, till we meet again at the National Capital, please enjoy your tea and we'll meet you sometime. Goodbye.